Dividing rational expressions isn't really any different than multiplying, because division is just a rearrangement of multiplication. 5 over 2 divided by 2 is the same as 5 over 2 times 1/2. Right? Or if we wanted to do 5 over 2 divided by 2/3, that's the same as 5 over 2 times 3/2. To divide by a fraction, we flip what we're dividing by and then just multiply. So we turn it into something that we already know how to do. So if we have 5x squared y cubed over x to the 7th divided by 30x y to the 4th over y cubed, all we're going to do is flip that second one, so 5x squared y cubed x to the 7th, and multiply once we have that flipped. Okay, so all we have to do is flip it and multiply. Then we can start canceling a bunch of things. That's an x to the 7th, right? Cubed cancels out with those. One of those y's can cancel out with our last y down there. Both of those x's can cancel out with 2 down here, so we have x to the 5th. And then that 5 can cancel out with the 30, with the 5 and the 30, so that's 6. So it looks like across the top we have just y squared. And in the denominator, 6 x to the 6th. Okay, so just flip and multiply. Turn it into something that we already know how to do. I put this one on here as an example just because it maybe seems confusing what we would flip to multiply. So we have 3x squared plus 13x minus 10 divided by 6x squared divided by 3x squared minus 2x. So what do we do to flip that one? Because it's not really a fraction. Well, just imagine that this is over 1. Now it's a fraction, and now when we flip it, it's going to be 3x squared plus 13x minus 10 divided by 6x squared times 1 over, I guess we don't need the parentheses, 3x squared minus 2x. Factor the top and bottom here. So the top 3x times an x, we need to get to a minus 10. What's that going to be? Minus 5 there, and plus 2. 3x plus 2, x minus 5. The 3x times that minus 5 is going to get us negative 15. Oh, so that's backwards. That should be positive. That should be x plus 5 minus 2 over there. That'll give us a positive 15 minus 2x, so that gets us to the plus 13x. So that's factored. 6x squared is factored. 3x squared minus 2x, all we can do is pull out an x. So we would have 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2's factor. And it looks like that might be it. So on the top we would have x plus 5. And on the bottom we have 6x squared times the x on the other side, so 6x cubed. Okay, so dividing isn't really any new problem. Just flip it, turn it into multiplication.